Welcome back to the Trade Academy. Our topic today will be on level counting using Btmm indicators. And how do we know what level we are while trading? So this is how we know. We start from the end of level 3. Btmm has 3 levels of counting: level 1, level 2, level 3. So for you to count level 1, you have to be able to identify the end of level 3. And the end of level 3 is when we have our indicators spaced away from each other. You can see how our blueberry and our major, you can see the spacing between each other. And we can also see the spacing between our major and the water. Water is the blue indicator. The red indicator is ketchup. The blue one is water. The black indicator is our major. And the deep blue indicator, the deep blue, is our blueberry. So whenever we are in whenever the indicators are finely spaced from each other, we see the blueberry beneath and all these other ones are above it. You can see the space between them. So that is to tell us that level 3 is coming to an end. So our level 1 is when we have the water, which is the blue, and the ketchup, which is the red, crossing each other. So this is where it crossed each other. That is to tell us that we are in level 1. Now there's one other thing we have to know. For us to be able to identify our level 1 is always the peak. It happens at the end of level 3. Is the peak. When I zoom in, okay, this is the last ratio, zoom in ratio. Once I zoom in, you will notice that there is no other. This is the highest point on the chart. So that is the peak formation. So level 1 occurs at peak formation. So that is when you have your water, which is the blue indicator, and the red indicator, which is our ketchup, crossing each other. Mind you, this happens when our indicators are finely spaced at the end of level 3. So this is level 1. We have ketchup and water crossing each other. So level 2 is when we have the water, which is the blue indicator, and the major, which is the black, crossing each other. So this is level 1, water and ketchup. Level 2, major and water crossing each other. Now our level 3, you begin to see price falling. Our level 3 is when the blueberry, the deep blue indicator, the blueberry, and the major cross each other. So this tells us that price has left level 1 into level 2. Now we are now in level 3. So this is level 3. So from level 3 we expect what? From level 3 we expect level 1. And we can see how our indicators are finely spaced from each other. So where do we have level 1? Level 1 is our red indicator and the blue indicator crossing each other. You can see it. That is ketchup and water crossing each other. Now level 2, most of the time in level 1 we only aim for 50 pips. So level 2 is when our black indicator and the blue indicator crosses each other. So we wait. This is where we have our black and blue indicator crossing each other. So this is level 2. the water and the major crosses each other. Now level 3 is when we have our blueberry, the deep blue indicator, and major crossing each other. So this is where we have level 3. So presently this market is still in level 3 rise, and we have not had any other crossing. So this is level 3. Now the deep blue indicator tells us the overall trend direction. You know, we are in 1 hour time frame. So instead of going to 4 hours daily time frame, we look at the direction of our deep blue indicator. This tells us that we are in an uptrend because all the other indicators are above it. So if it is down, that means we are in a downtrend. All other indicators are beneath. We are in a downtrend. So at this blue indicator, this deep blue indicator, which is our blueberry, that is where we usually have resect in the market. Market could resect. And also at our major, that is where we always have resect. So resect happens at this level. Resect always happens at our deep blue indicator, and reset also happens at our major indicator. So let me find an example, because we might expect market to move according to the levels from level 1 to 2 to 3, but at the end of the day the market will resect. So we will not see it moving in that orderly way. We might see the market moving from level 1 to level 2 and level 2 back to level 1 before going back again, before starting again. Now this is an example. GDP JPY. Yes, looking at this pair, where is our deep blue indicator, we can see how finely spaced. Okay, let me zoom. Yes, this is it. You can see how finely spaced the indicators are. So this is to tell us that we are at the end of level 3. From here we begin to see the crossing at the peak here. So this is level 1. Water and ketchup crosses each other. Now from level 1 we were expecting level 2, that is the blue and the black, the water and the major, to cross each other. But what happened? We had a resect here. We had our ketchup and water crossing again. So this violates level 1 and level 2. So we are now back to level 1. So this is where they came back to form another level 1, then level 2. Level 1, level 2. From level 2 we expect to enter level 3, that is our major crossing with our blueberry, crossing with our major. But what happened? We had a resect at level 2 again. So this happens. So from level 1, level 2, we are expecting level 3, but what happened? We had a resect. So level 1, level 2, back to level 1. So this is how the market goes. You can see the crossing here, level 1. So we expect water, the blue one and the black one, to cross, but what happens? It crosses again back to level 1. So this happens. You can also see the last one, level 1. We are expecting level 2. They threw a W pattern and pushed the price here up. So it happens. So don't expect level 1, level 2, level 3 to move in that order. Sometimes market changes directions.